So, you finish uni, no more assignments, no more lectures, but also no more structure. Now what? You're feeling like you're a bit lost at the moment about what comes next, but don't worry, you're not alone. Today I'm breaking down the different career paths you can take as an Australian graduate. Whether you're looking for a job, further study, or thinking about something totally different of your own, I've got you covered, so let's dive into it. What to do after you've completed uni as a student in Australia. Let's start with the most common path, getting a job. But that doesn't mean just applying randomly on job boards. There are structured programs and strategies that can help, like graduate programs. Many big companies in Australia offer graduate programs. Basically, it's structured learning programs designed for fresh graduates. These are great because they provide membership, training, and a clear career path. They're competitive though, so apply early. I know Deloitte, EY, CommBank, and even New South Wales government offer graduate programs, so look into those. Now, not everyone lands a grad program, and that's okay. Many companies hire grads for entry-level jobs, roles where you can gain experience and work your way up. If you're struggling to land a job, networking can also be a good game changer for entry-level jobs if you already know someone there. So search on LinkedIn, go to career fairs, and even alumni events at your uni where you can meet connections that can really help. Now, I landed my entry-level job through ethicaljobs.com.au. It's where nonprofits advertise. Now, I had some experience with social media, but this role was completely different. And it was truly an entry-level role, and I'm glad I landed it. It was only for 6 months initially, but they kept extending it for 12 months. So even if it's for 6 months, apply. There's definitely Seek and Indeed for that also. Now, if you're not getting interviews, and if you're not, go check out my resume tips video because that might be the problem, but it also might be the case that you need more experience. Internships, volunteering, and even a side gig in your industry would make a huge difference, so I would definitely recommend those as well. Especially if you're interning or volunteering around uni, you would be more aware about the upcoming jobs that are paid and would have an easy transition because the uni already knows you. Now, sometimes jumping straight into work isn't the decision for everyone. Some people like upskilling and doing further study. If your field values additional qualifications like law, psychology, or teaching, postgraduate study might be the way to go, but it's a big commitment and investment again. So be sure it's the right move for you to join a postgraduate degree after you've finished uni. And if you've done a postgraduate, you can go do a PhD. And a lot of PhD courses are also funded by the government where they give you an allowance to spend so you can focus on your research. So that could be a path for you, especially if you're an academic. There's also short courses and certifications you can gain. Not every skill will require a degree. Online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or even TAFE certifications can give you the specialized knowledge in things like coding, project management, or digital marketing, often in less time and less money. Now let's talk about the road less traveled, because not everyone wants to go to a 9 to 5 after uni or go back to study. If you've got a business idea, now might be the time to start because you're fresh out of uni, you've got all the skills, and Australia has a lot of support for startups, from government grants to incubators to accelerators. I personally was really involved in UTS startups and fish burners and even a woman-focused startup accelerator called Enterprising Women. It's risky, but if you've got a passion project, why not give it a go now? I've also made videos on how I started my social media business, so go watch that and it might spark some entrepreneurship motivation in you as well. Now, if you're not ready to commit to a full-time job, you could travel or work abroad as well. There's an app called Worldpackers where you can volunteer at hostels and they'll let you stay for free, or even tutor, I think, in Italy, and then you can just stay on the school campus. Taking this gap year or working holiday year could be the game changer for you in your perspective, and overall just help you grow as a person as well after uni. In this time you can also freelance and pick up some side hustles. I've made a video about the 7 easy side hustles you can do in Australia if you want some inspiration. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or even social media can help you earn some money through freelancing, whether it's graphic design, writing, or consulting. It's a good way to gain experience, especially if it's in the industry that you're going to look for a job in, and you get to have some income while figuring things out. You can also dive into your passions, of course, and give them a go, like I did with YouTube, and publish my own book. And if you want a bit of a break but still want to work in the childcare industry, you can au pair, which means you stay with the host family. You can be abroad or in Australia, and you get pocket money for helping with childcare. At the end of the day, there is no right path. Some people land their dream job straight away, while others take time to figure things out and gain valuable world experience. My advice, stay open to opportunities and find your calling. What's really calling you right now in that moment when you finish uni? And that's going to be different for everyone. Keep learning and don't stress if you haven't got things figured out straight away. Like I mentioned, I did a billion jobs before I ended up in the place that I am, and I'll do a Q&A of how I ended up here, what I'm doing, what I studied as well, because I know that was requested to me on Instagram. And if you have any other questions, shoot them my way. Support this video by liking, subscribing and commenting. I'm posting every day on here about self-development and my life in Australia, so I'll see you next time.